This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's get to the show itself. We had originally sort of freestyled that we were going to do a watch along, but I found so much other stuff here that I wanted to talk about that we're not going to do a watch along today. But I do encourage you to go watch this show because, golly, I love 1990. We're going to start with Legion of Doom teaming up with the Ultimate Warrior. So we have all the Warriors here, the former Road Warriors and the Ultimate Warrior, taking on Demolition. And there's a lot of face paint here. Maybe my favorite part of this is the promo beforehand where Demolition is doing some of their comical promos they could do at times. And I don't know why this tickled me, but Crush says that he's going to pull out their hair brows, not eyebrows, but hair brows. And he makes the motion to, I don't know why, but hair brows just tickled me. Meltzer would say the match was well paced, but when you've got 6 guys and only have 5 minutes, it should be. There was nothing wrong with the match, but there was nothing right with it either. 2.5 stars. I love the Ultimate Warriors look here, rocking the black. I was a big Demolition fan. How could you not love the look of the Road Warriors? This was a cool way to start the show. What did you think of this match? You saw it for the first time in 30 freaking years this week.
Well, it was a 6-man. You know, this is funny when you look at this and you look at the level of talent in it and where all of these talent were at different stages of their careers, from Warrior to LOD to Demolition. Even when you break them down to Bill Eadie, Mass Superstar, Crusher Khrushchev, Barry Darsow, and then there was Crush. But you look at the magnitude of the talent that was in this match, and it was pretty fucking impressive. It was what it was. It was meant to go out and have, you know, a collision with the 6 humongous names, and it was what it was.
We've always been fascinated as fans why we never got Demolition and Road Warriors at it feels like that should have been a major pay-per-view match. Of course it wasn't, but it does happen here on Saturday night's main event on NBC. You've told us before there was some rationale and reasoning into the way we're going to position a card. You're going to put out what has the most interest, your biggest stars right up front, because it's late night. So it's after your local news. It was a challenge for me as a little kid, man. I was usually asleep by that point. So I'd have my uncle wake me up and say, Hey, wrestling's on. He would come watch wrestling with me, and ta-da, I'm here to see my favorites. But I wonder here, since you know Hogan is the bigger drawing card, was there more of a strategy to put him at the end and just tease the Hogan deal all the way through? Because you've told us before at TV tapings that could sometimes be marathon shows. As far as a live event, it could be 5 or 6 hours or whatever, that you would just tease Hogan all the way through and then show him at the end of the night. And that crowd that looked worn out, man, they would just come to life when that music played. Was that sort of the strategy here?
Well, no, because here it's you're fighting sleep, and you want to grab people's attention off of the evening news right off the bat. It's one of the biggest things that you've got. And in that, it wasn't like it was a long match or anything of that ilk. So right after that, you let them know, hey, Hulk's coming, and try to get within that 30-minute time frame before midnight. So little Johnny, little Connie can stay up and watch Hulk Hogan when Uncle comes in and wakes him up. So it wasn't too late in the show, but yet it wasn't. We here in this particular situation sometimes did give it to him first, but in this particular situation was to tease them to stay a little bit longer so they get to see their favorite Hulk Hogan.
Cool about superstars. You guys had an angle on here, which we've recently talked about. It's a brother love segment where Rick Martel would spray arrogance into Jake Roberts.
Hang on. But it is good that Mark thought for a little while
he was Eggman,
that he was going to be hatched in an egg to come out.
Yeah. You're going to go from being a badass in WCW to, Eggman.
Yeah. We just destroyed his career, didn't we?
Yeah. I wish you would have came up with something better.
Yeah.
Well, you did come up with a fun angle for Jake and Damian. Of course, arrogance being sprayed in their face with Rick Martel. But the other fun thing that happens on the Brother Love show in this era, the Ultimate Warrior put a dress and a wig on you and called you Sister Love. and said, "It's just another dress for Savage to hide behind." What do you remember of this segment that we sometimes get tagged on online?
I thought it was very mean. I thought it was unprofessional and very, very mean. I was a very nice guy, and I didn't deserve to be treated that way. Shit, it was actually a lot of fun, and I enjoyed doing that shit. I enjoyed the diaper stuff with Piper.
Yep.
And the shaving kit, and this was one that I actually enjoyed with Warrior, with the whole wig and the sister love stuff. And I wanted to do like a big giant bra with all kinds of stuffing popping out over the top and shit like that, and have more fun. Of course, he didn't want to. He didn't want to do. It's like, if you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah.
Just let's get ridiculous, man. You want to go fucking crazy? Let's go fucking crazy, man. But it was actually, believe it or not, that was a lot of fun, and it was something to do, being tied to Savage and all that other shit. And it was go do that before I got serious with Taker.
Well, we know that, to address the thing we just mentioned a minute ago, Bobby Heenan does re-sign with the company, and Meltzer would report, once that happens, that it's clear in hindsight that Bobby was just using a herd meeting, perhaps as a negotiation ploy. But the rumor mill's starting up about Jake Roberts, that he's allegedly trying to leave the company here. We know eventually he's going to, but we're still a little ways away from that. Do you remember Jake being unhappy in this era? Is it just based on, his house show pay sliding a little bit? Is he not happy with his push? Is he just deep into his other stuff that we've addressed before?
I think it was a combination of Jake looking at greener pastures and feeling that if he's not going to be the top guy here and has the opportunity to be the top guy elsewhere, then why not investigate that? Jake also had visions of being the booker and taking WCW into another era. So that, I do know, was on Jake's mind during that time, and felt that he could help them creatively by taking the book and doing some things in that regard. As far as Bobby Heenan, I just, again, think that's just rumor and innuendo.
Well, Jake allegedly was telling people he had a $500,000 offer from the NWA. Of course, we know he's going to start back with Martel on November 17th. They're going to work this blind angle. We're going to get that blindfold match. So I'm glad he didn't leave.
Thank God.
Yeah, we needed that blindfold.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.